Morning, guys. It is now the 10th of March. Just checking the date on my laptop. Oh my god, I got so much crap over there. Later on today, I've got crap over here too. This is the thing, I need to go through this. I need to start shifting this into boxes and bags because I'm gonna be moving soon. There's a lot of stuff on here that I'm gonna have to start putting into boxes, and I have some bubble wrap up here for these fancy shells that I'm stealing. The big ones I'm stealing. Technically they're my parents. They got them on their honeymoon, but they're mine now. I'm gonna have to start putting all that crap into boxes, which is easier said than done at the moment because somewhere along the lines yesterday I've hurt myself. I think I've pulled a muscle on one side of my abdomen near my belly button. I'm hoping that's all it is. I'm hoping I haven't pulled on like a stitch, because I'm stitched up on the inside and then stapled on the outside, and I'm hoping I haven't pulled on like a stitch on the inside, because I don't want to have another op. Never again, thank you. Yeah, when I move, it really hurts. Last night I was laying there like with okay, I'd call it a nice pack, but like technically this is the dog's teething toy, but I just like, you know what, it's been in the freezer, it's cold, so I like had that resting on my tummy for ages, and then I went to bed with it on me last night. Yeah, let's see how I go. Later on this afternoon, I am going back to the doctor's surgery, and they're going to take the rest of my staples out. Well, fingers crossed. And I'm really hoping that when they come out, when I'm sitting in a car, it should feel a lot easier. Yesterday, Matt and I went out. We went furniture shopping and brought a dining table set. So it's so cool. I only took one photo, not the best picture, but because like on display they had all this like crap that they sell on it. Sitting in the vehicle, like driving there and back, and I'm still holding a towel between myself and the seatbelt and whatnot. But like the sitting position and where like my belly button area, like where my tummy creases when I sit down, I don't know if it's the staples or I don't know. It's just, it hurts, and I'm hoping when the staples come out, it feels more comfortable. Laying down in the car, I'm still trying to like lean, so I'm not really like in a sitting position. Probably really dangerous if we get in an accident, but I don't know. What do you do? I'm wearing a seatbelt. I know the quality of this is going to be really bad because there's not much lighting in my room, by the way, and I am still filming on my mobile phone. Yes, I still have my other camera. I just haven't charged it, guys. Just being lazy. With a very good excuse. I thought I'd just quickly jump back on and kind of explain how I think I've pulled a muscle. Laughing. So because I've had this major operation on my digestive system, oh no, my arm's gonna get sore. So for anyone that hasn't seen what's happened to me, I've had my whole large intestine removed, which is your colon. So that whole part of my digestive system is now gone, and my small intestine is now connected to the bottom. And because that part of my digestive system is no longer there, my poops are different. And yeah. Now, kind of going backwards a little bit on the story, for years, Matt and I, well, it's mainly Matt. Matt has this thing where he likes to try and fart on me, and it's gross. I don't know, it's just a guy thing. He's funny, and we always laugh about it. And then, he's that typical, oh, but if a girl farts, that's the worst thing in the world. Gross, you know, because apparently we don't. Anyway, um, and because we like to joke and we're stupid, gross people, uh, for a long time we've always just kind of, or it's mainly me, kind of made this joke saying that, oh, one day I'm gonna die of butt cancer. And I don't know where it came from, but I was just like, yeah, my fart smelled because I have butt cancer. Well, didn't know it was bloody true. I actually did have a big cancer at my butt. And I shouldn't laugh because it hurts. But yeah, that's kind of how the conversation came up, and we were joking about it. Like, oh my god, I can't believe we joked about it so much that it actually became real. I need to stretch my arm. Got no bloody arm strength. Jeez. And then yeah, we had this like gross conversation about the fact that yeah, my poops are a little bit different now, and I the doctor pretty much, like, he didn't use these exact words, but I will pretty much never shit out a log ever again in my life. It's always gonna be a bit softer, and that's because your large intestine only really has one action, and it pulls a lot of the water out of your stool. I don't know why I keep calling it food, but the technical term is stools. You shit. And because of that, it's always going to be a bit softer, and yeah. Fingers crossed I'll never get constipated. I don't really know, but that's my assumption. And which is why I need to drink more water. And so I kind of said like, oh, I don't shit out logs. I plop. I understand this is like far too much information for some people, but I find it hilariously funny. And then Matt turned around and goes, oh, so you pop out like, what did he say? He goes, oh, like a rabbit or a kangaroo. And or is it a wombat or something? And I turned around and I said, no, I would never shit like a wombat because they poop out cubes. And we're driving in a car. Matt's like, oh, that's not true. Wombats don't poop out cubes. You're just making that up. And I'm like, no, it's legit. It's true. So I get on Google and I talk to Google and I say, what shape is wombat poo? And Google confirms it's cubed. And then I try and show Matt pictures, Google images, and yes, wombats poop out cube-shaped poos. Sorry. And because Matt still didn't believe it, even though there's picture evidence, I'm laughing, and bang, I pull a muscle and I can barely move. And it got to the point where I was crying last night in frustration because it hurt so much. Thank you to cubed poo from wombats. We're so mature. So I said, whoa, moved wrong. That I would show you my shells, or my parents' shells that I've stolen off them. There's a massive conch shells. They're quite heavy. I do need to clean them a little bit. They're a bit dusty, like my DVD player. Who watches DVDs nowadays anyway? Actually, it's so funny. I've got these DVDs sitting here. Am I ever going to watch them? This is also full of DVDs, but this pile is mainly pirated ones, I think. I have gotten rid of most of the Bali DVDs. So there's just crap everywhere. There's another massive shell, but all these little ones are ones that I have found and collected over the years when I go snorkeling. Yeah, they're pretty cool when you can find their little, especially little spikies. In my bathroom, hang on, let's light this up. And then I also have a whole container here full of shells that I have found. Actually, this one here I did not find. I can't claim that I found this one. That one, it was on like a picture frame thing and it fell off. So I just stuck it in here. But all the rest of them I found. And yeah, lots of them are kind of the same, like like these like mini little oyster shells. But then there's some pretty cool ones in there as well. There's a random smelly thing in there. Cute. Here's my plant that I brought from Bunnings a little while ago. Matt and I are going to put that in our new bathroom. Okay, this is where I pull my muscle, right here, in that area. Far out, it hurts. Just standing hurts. Sitting down, laying on my back, not that bad. Standing up. Turns out you use stomach muscles to stand too. Oh, jeez. Packed 2 boxes away and now my gut feels like it's on fire. But at least I've started. I don't care how lazy this makes me look, because it's not laziness. I'm in pain. From that one fucking muscle, I swear. Like, how is it that my train track is not on fire, but it's the muscle on the side? Actually, it's funny because even when I was in the hospital, I kept saying to Matt, I think it's the tape on the bandage that kept pulling on my side, and that was really annoying me. And yeah, the tape like in other places has been annoying the crap out of me. But I'm like, maybe it's always just been a bit tender, and yesterday I really fucked it up. And now it's impossible. I'm having a rest.
Big issue over the COVID thing as well, you know, like the hand, for the injection stuff, you know.
No, yeah.
They make it a big issue. Just, you know, make it like, they are trying their best to get it here. I won't keep that photo, I think.
What photo?
Yeah. Let's just have a look at it. Oh, yeah. Easy peasy.
I actually find it fun taking this out.
Nice little video.
I noticed the further down
It gets more sensitive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually really strange straight after my surgery because
That one hurts a little bit?
Yeah. I was really numb around the belly button area.
Yeah.
Whereas the top area, that's where I could feel all the pain. And now it's almost the other way around.
Yeah, it's the other way. Yeah.
Like sitting in the...
Just tell me if you want to pause.
She can put up with pain.
Oh, you've gone through the works already.
Oh, yeah. Now she knows what pain feels like.
Pre-baby.
Well, she said that. I don't know how, she goes, I don't know how women have a baby. What's the pain like having a baby?
Yeah, because they're saying, what's your pain scale? And I'm like, well, what's it based off? Like, how I feel or what other people feel? I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, like when I was ready to have this operation, to me, I'm like, okay, well, this is a 10 for me because I've never cried so much in my life.
Yeah.
But to someone else, it could be a lot worse. And yeah.
Just don't know. Yeah.
But they said to me, the day that I was discharged, the surgeon said, because he was going through my chart, and he goes, oh, there's a list of painkillers we're allowed to give patients who are complaining about being in a lot of pain. And he goes, you have not asked for a single one. So, yeah, because they were just, apart when they took all the drips out and stuff, it was just being given Panadol.
Yeah, so that's just a basic one.
Yeah. Because every now and then they're like, are you going to be okay? And I'm just like, it's just, like, at the time, it was just the obvious pain where the incision was, but it felt like just like a stretching kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of me, like, I had no pain on the inside or anything like that.
Yeah.
I was okay. And even when I was told I could go home, they gave me some Tramadol, but I haven't used any of it.
Which is a good thing. A lot of people don't really work well with Tramadol anyways.
This journal could like a big dose of Panadols.
Yeah.
Well, because I don't usually ever really take painkillers.
Yeah.
So when I like if I do take something, it works because my body's not used to it.
Yeah, it's a very quick effect.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like I also at the same time, like I don't want to get addicted or something.
Absolutely. You can. I remember when I was in hospital, you could really tell some people who take pain medication or drugs often because they just keep calling the bell. They're like,
yeah.
nope, it's not working. It's not working. Just gonna get a bit low, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, because they said something about.
Yeah. The green whistle. It's probably like nothing for them.
Oh, yeah.
Just that's the lowest, isn't it? Down there.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna get up here.
Tricky bit around the belly button.
Tricky. It's formed a scab, but I'm not gonna remove it. It'll come off automatically.
What, a scab?
Like a little, scab.
Yeah, that'll come off.
That will come off, yeah. You alright?
Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure that's that. Good.
Oh.
And we'll just give it a quick clean and then stirrups.
Yeah. My train track's gone. No more train track.
To be honest, I haven't seen the bigger size yet. These are the general ones I've seen so far. These are the little steri strips. I don't think you even really need it, to be honest. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, done.
So I finished at the doctor's. They've taken all my staples out, which is so cool. Definitely an experience. And we had an interesting conversation with the nurse who was taking my staples out. She was very, very surprised because she was there the day that I went in to have my iron infusion, and so she kind of knew that I had been a bit crook. But yeah, she was shocked when she found out what had happened to me as well. Having my staples out. Okay, so the bits around like the top area, like up here, wasn't too bad. But it's the bit when they went around my belly button area. I didn't like that. That kind of hurt. It's probably me just being a whinge, but that's just me. You can see my hair's really messy. I had a shower, but I didn't blow dry it or anything like that. But I'm just like, I cannot be bothered. Like, after the doctor's visit, I was like, you know what, that hurts and I'm in pain because I still have that pain from my, like, where I've pulled a muscle or something. So I'm like, I need a jelly bean. So I said to my dad, we're going to the chemist and we're buying a big packet of jelly beans because you don't get jelly beans at the doctor's when you're an adult. So now I have a cup full of jelly beans. And I don't care. I'm going to sit there and gobble guts those because I deserve it. Hey guys, it's quite late at night now. The lighting I'm using is, I'm just using my like other phone. So I've got like the spooky story lighting going on here. I've had this bandage put on. I'm just about to take it off just to let myself air overnight. I'm in a lot of pain to the point where I want to cry. And it's not the incision, it's next to it. I'm gonna go to sleep. Hopefully I can go to sleep. I have taken some painkillers. Okay, I'm taking this off and good night. I'm sorry this ending is terrible, but